This is called the Transition Synagogue. At one time there were 10 synagogues in Toledo. There are only 2 left, and in 1492 they expelled all the Jews, and they expelled all the Muslims too when they defeated the Muslims. 2 synagogues became churches. There's a balcony up above for the women. Many Orthodox Jews still to this day do the same thing. The women are not allowed to mingle with the men. One of the things about this synagogue is it is magnificent, as you can see. The grill work, the design is something. There's a huge museum here of Judaism in Spain and in this part of the world. For many centuries there was the Jewish Quarter, the Muslim Quarter, and the Christian Quarter, and yet they lived in peace and somewhat harmony because everybody seemed to have prospered. The Jews first came to Spain apparently in the 2nd century when the Romans finally conquered Spain, and obviously the Romans were the successful empire of the day, and people who were ambitious went with their successful empire. So that's when they first came, and then they were thrown out in 1492. The word Sephardic comes from Spain, and it now has come to mean Jews from the Iberian Peninsula, and actually some people say even more of Europe. Originally, the term Sephardic Jew referred to the Jews and the descendants of the Jews who were expelled from Spain at the end of the 15th century. Now it's gotten a broader use. This synagogue and the house next to it was owned by someone named Ben Levy, who was a successful Jewish financier. He restored this. He restored lots of what was happening in Toledo at the time, but he also was so successful he seems to finance the follies of the Spanish kings of his day. They were always running out of money with their ambitious plans, most of which were foolish, and the Spanish Empire, of course, was constantly on the verge of bankruptcy until they discovered the New World, and even then it was constantly on the verge of bankruptcy. This guy was obviously very, very smart because he constantly financed them and kept them afloat.